morning, folks. Welcome back, Arizona Unplugged channel. I'm not currently at the homestead. I'm driving, heading all the way to Flagstaff to run some errands, get some stuff, and return some stuff. You know how it goes, just running errands today. So the topic of this video basically is because of what just happened here this morning. You know, are you able and prepared to the point where you can help others? And the reason why this topic is fresh in my mind is because, as you guys know, I'm about 20 miles off the pavement, up and down mountains, through canyons, dirt roads. Currently we have snow and mud. On the way out this morning, we came across a couple of fellas. They're broken down on the main road going into the ranch. Young kids, probably early 20s. It appeared to be to us that they actually slept in their car, their little SUV there. But I pulled up on them and asked them if they needed help. They just basically ran out of gas, so I think they slept in their car, and it was sub-freezing temperatures last night, guys. And typically where we're at, there are people that live out there like us, but they're not getting out, especially right now. This afternoon the roads are going to be just a muddy mess, so most people will stay home, but for us, we have to get out. We got stuff we got to do. And going back to that question, are you prepared enough to help others? I found out today I'm not in this case. And the wife and I were talking, you know, we should always carry a jerry can of gasoline and diesel just in case something like this happens. I mean, in this truck, I don't even have much as far as tools if something goes wrong, just because it's a new truck. I don't anticipate anything going on, but you know, that's kind of at the heart of preparing for unforeseen situations just like this. So I did not have gas, and I didn't have time to turn around and go all the way back home to get a gas can for these kids. They actually sent one of their posse out for help to walk down the road, and at that moment I knew they were not from this ranch that we live on. And I was right, they weren't from here. One kid was from a town actually an hour and a half from here. What they were doing out there, I don't know. But what I do know is they shouldn't have been out there, let alone unprepared to you know, be able to survive out there just in case something like this happens. I mean, who's gonna go in the middle of the night, or at least after dark, with an empty gas tank out in the boonies where you don't know anybody and you don't know where you're going or what's around the next corner, that type of thing. So I want to make it a point. I got to get, you know, I'm using this as a learning experience, guys. I got to get fuel, diesel, and some gasoline, and some tools, maybe maybe an axe, some warm clothes, a change of boots, that type of thing. Rain equipment, which I have. I need to get one of those big toolboxes that go in the bed of your truck. I just hate those because they take up so much space. But I got to figure something out. Maybe just a movable, lockable crate that I can keep in the back. And if I need to throw lumber or plywood or something, I could just take that out and set it on top or whatever. Just because of where we live, you know, even here on the freeway, there's just nothing out here. There's no real help. Cell phone service is sporadic. Where we were at, where those kids were broken down, there is no cell service. You know, at least they're on the main road, so eventually someone will pass them up. As a matter of fact, dropping my boy off to school right now, I was talking to a fella that we know, dropping his kids off, and he lives on the ranch that we're at as well. So he's actually heading there right now. So I think, and actually I did see a gas can in the bed of his truck, so they might pass him up and help him out. If not, someone eventually will drive by him. And worst case scenario, I'll be back home tonight about 5 or 6. So I'll help them out. If they're still there when I get there, I'll drive home, I'll grab a gas can, and I'll drive to help these kids out. Because by that time they're going to be really hungry. At least there's snow if they can make their own water. Once again, not being prepared. That's one thing I do have here is I do have water. I do have a full tank of fuel. My DEF is almost 3/4. So I have no doubts we'll be okay, but I hope these kids learn their lesson, and I sincerely hope I can learn from this as well and keep just some items here on my truck and also my wife's truck, just in case something like this happens again. And it's pretty rare. I mean, most people that live out on the ranch that we are, they're totally prepared for the different conditions out there. But when you get yahoos coming out from the city, thinking they're going to go play up in the mountains for a while, throw snowballs at each other on an empty tank of gas. Not real smart, but we were all kids. We all do stupid things. So hopefully they learned. And then again, I want to be a bit more prepared so I can help others. I think I'm okay. We're fine, but we're not prepared to help others. And I think that's a good thing to be. If you can help someone out, especially kids like that, they don't know what they're doing. It's a good thing, kind of that whole cosmic karma thing, we all owe somebody. We all have wronged someone. We all have made big mistakes. And if you could be there to kind of lend someone a helping hand, I think it's an honorable thing. And that's what life is all about, in my opinion, is being honorable. So there you go, guys. Get prepared, and if at all possible, help prepare for others as well if you can. I get it. Fuel is not cheap. Loading up tools in your vehicles is not cheap. But, if you can help someone out, it's a good thing. I remember one time, it was a few months ago, we got to the ranch late, and the weather was fine, but there was a lady by herself that doesn't live out there that was trying to find, I guess her boyfriend lives out there or something, but she got a flat right at the entrance of the ranch. So, I was able to help her out. It's just, out there where we live, that's kind of the thing. If you're stopped on the side of the road, pretty much everybody will stop that are passing by and ask if you're okay, if you need help. That's just the way the folks are out there. So I'm hoping their buddy that went out for help didn't attempt to get on someone's property and acquire some gasoline, because that is very, very bad for one's health. Out where we're at, just walking on someone's property without permission is a big deal, let alone if you're trying to walk off with something that they own. It's kind of mess around and find out. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I hope the kid's okay. He wasn't on the road when we drove by, and his buddy said he had a 45-minute head start on foot. So either A, he tried to walk up to someone's house, or B, someone picked him up, because there's no way he could have made it off the ranch by the time we got off. So I'm assuming he's okay. I'll know tonight. And if they're there tonight, guys, I may just make a video of me bringing these guys gas. I highly doubt they'll be there tonight. Someone will pass by with a gas can. But, you never know. And that's the thing you got to prepare for, is all the unknowns. So I'll cut the video here. Heading to Flagstaff, run some errands. And it is beautiful. Snowy day. Still got snow on the ground. It'll probably be all melted today. It's supposed to be a warm day. It's almost all melted up at our place. But we are going higher in elevation here, so there's going to be definitely more snow. By the way, I'm on the same stretch of road that I talked about the other day, about the miles-long line of vehicles stranded here. So apparently they got all those cars off and all the roads are dry, so good to go. If you're new here, guys, this is kind of an odder more odd, I guess is the way you say it, video. Usually I'm at the homestead. My wife and son and I, we live full-time off-grid here in northern Arizona. And we're loving the life, guys. It's very nice out here. We really like it. So if you're interested in that type of content, please consider subscribing, do that thumb up thing, and we'll see you on the next video. Prep and Thrive, guys. See ya.